you don't really get a chance to wind down after a loss like that. It's really hard not to think of the mistakes that you made, or little errors in your game, and that's something that I'm sure every footballer can relate to. 7 days in a pre-season really of training has gone into the week's game, and to come away with a poor result, and most disappointingly not play the football that we've prided ourselves on, that's probably the hardest thing to take. On a day like today where we're getting beaten, there's mistakes that I made. I'd dropped a mark that cost us a goal that I'd take 99 times out of 100, and that'll sit with me all week and probably into next game. And it is difficult at times to sort of to chuck things out of your head and focus on the game, but because as a player you have so much pride in your performance and you have so much care in how you play, so it's definitely a challenge at times to put things out of your mind and just move forward with the game. I think sometimes it's hard to be a fan watching from the sidelines, watching the team that they love and not being able to have much of an impact on what goes on game day. I can completely understand why they feel frustration at times, because as a player we feel the same sort of frustration. But what means most is when we have a loss like tonight and you still see the same people at the game. You still see the same members that have been going for 30 or 40 years still coming to watch us because they believe in what we're about, and so do we. You feel like you're not making progress after a night like tonight, and that kind of mindset lasts for, I reckon, 12 hours after the game, and after that it becomes more clear the things that we did well as a player, things you did well as a team, and you do take positives out of every match, and every match is a huge learning experience. And that old cliche of saying that you learn more from your losses than you'll ever learn from your wins is actually quite true, because as a footballer you see the absolute worst after a loss. In the review process you see your absolute lowest point, and that's what you learn from. When you hop in your car and get to drive home from a game, it's sort of the first time that you get that sort of that peace, I guess, that you're out of the public eye for 15 minutes while you drive home, and that's a pretty big thing, to be honest. It'll be difficult getting to sleep tonight, as most players will find the same sort of issue. But during times like this, all you really have is a teammate that's sort of been there, from the start, that knows the pain that you put in through the pre-season and the sacrifices you made in the off-season. It's a tough time for us as a footy club, but we've come back from a lot worse, and season 2014 is still very young, and we feel as though we're still in a position to play finals at the end of the year, and that's going to be our focus going forward.